So I decided that I would make a video journey of my postpartum journey this time. I don't know if it's going to be healing or therapeutic. I feel like just maybe talking and just getting my feelings out there will really like help me, because this time I'm struggling. Like, it's hard. It's hard. This is my baby. This is my baby Blaze, and we're 8 weeks out postpartum. It was definitely a struggle this time. Last time it was hard, but this time it's even harder. I have another son. His name's Maverick. They are 14 months apart. Like a crazy lady, I did that. And, you know, I find myself just overwhelmed, I guess. But to have two kids that close together, why wouldn't it be overwhelming? I mean, a little backstory. I was able to have this baby via VBAC, which I was ecstatic about, because my first baby, I had a C-section with Maverick, and it was traumatizing. I cried for days, months, weeks. It was bad, because I planned on having a natural birth. I couldn't deal, and I ended up going to the hospital for pain relief, and we ended up with a C-section, and that was just very traumatizing. And then with this little sweet thing, I was able to have a VBAC. I went in. I had been having, the funny thing is, like, I got my hair braided. I was getting my hair braided, and I was just like, oh, it must be Braxton Hicks. I'm just really uncomfortable, because they weren't that bad. And I had been working up until that day. And Saturday was like my first day off to get my hair done. So I got my hair done. I got my hair braided, and I ended up going to Pier 1 after that to get, to pick up, not Pier 1, to Pottery Barn Kids to pick up his monogram towels, because they both have a set of monogram towels, just so I can get ready, because I had a week to go. He was born December 29th, and my due date was the 4th. So I was like, I still have a week. I thought it'd be late. I hadn't felt anything. So I go to Pottery Barn to go pick up these towels. It's like 6 o'clock at night. I get home, and it's like 8 o'clock, and I'm like, these feel like contraction. And then I was like, maybe not. And then I remember telling my husband, I was like, I feel very uncomfortable. And at first in my head, I was like, maybe I'm just being dramatic, because I'm a Gemini. I am very dramatic. And then I was like, well, let me just call the midwife just to like let her know. Like, I think, but I'm not sure. So I called the midwife, who was the best midwife ever. And she was like, you know, just keep an eye on it. She was like, you may have to come in. And I remember asking her, I was like, how do I get these to stop? Because I needed to work for like one last week in order to get all the leave that I had earned, so I could get my FMLA, which is a whole like another thing. So I was like, I can't like go into labor today. It's just not gonna work. It's not gonna work for me. So I was like, how do I make it stop? And she just like laughed. She was like, well, just call me back if you need me. Funny side note is I saw this same midwife, because I was with a midwife group. I saw the same midwife a week prior. And she was like, you know, you never know. This could be your week. And I was like, I think I have time. He's probably going to be late. Like, I don't feel anything. And she was like, yeah, you know. Crazy part is she delivered my baby. And she was like the best midwife ever. Like, she was the best. So I ended up going in. I said a lot to say all of this. So I ended up going in at around 10 or 11 that night. I went to the hospital. I dropped off my first son with some friends. Thank God they were in town and they answered, because that was not the plan. Like, I don't even think they were supposed to be in town. And I dropped him off, and I get to the hospital, and they were like, you're 9 centimeters. I was like, oh, hell no. They were like, well, you know, you can just go ahead and finish. I was like, no, I'm not finishing anything. So I went ahead and I got an epidural. Yes, I did get an epidural at 9 centimeters. I don't care. And judge me later. I got an epidural. Hell no. I got my epidural, and at 1 o'clock, I started pushing. And it took me a while. It took me about 45, almost an hour of pushing to get him out. Because with my first baby, I told you I had a C-section. And although I had, it's okay, buddy. Although with my first baby, like I went all the way to 10, I pushed for 4 hours. It's crazy. And he just would not come down. He just, what's it called? Arrest of descent, or descent arrest, or I'm not sure what they call it. But with this, so, you know, with that being said, it took me a while to push him out since I had never done it vaginally before. So it took an hour, and it was mind blowing that I had him. It's crazy. It was like a wild experience. Like, I wanted a VBAC so bad, but I kind of doubted myself. In the back of my head, I was like, I'm not gonna get this baby. Like, it's probably not gonna work out. You know, being Black, statistics are like, you have 1 C-section, you're gonna have another. And being Black, you know, Black women have a higher rate of cesarean. So, you know, I had the birth that I dreamed of. You know, I even got it documented. You know, my husband remembered to even call the photographer. It was great. But once I got home, I just started, I don't know, I just got really sad. And it's not that I didn't have, like, yeah. It's not that I didn't have the birth that I wanted, because I did. And I thought that would really fix a lot, but like, I felt overwhelmed. I felt bad because I couldn't give my other son as much attention as he needed. I felt bad that I had a new baby, that I couldn't give him as much attention as he needed. It was just bad. And then when he was 2 weeks old, he was hospitalized for bronchiolitis from my oldest son. And I just felt bad all the way around. I cried. I still cry, you know, every day, you know, just feeling overwhelmed. And I just feel like no one ever talks about it. No one says, like, this is overwhelming. No one says, like, it's gonna be hard. I mean, I think people just say it's gonna be hard without really explaining how hard it's going to be. And, you know, we get into these places and we're like, what the hell? I was not expecting this. And, you know, I wasn't. I like, literally, I cried. I, you know, I was able to still take care of them, but being able to take care of myself has been a difficult process. And I'm trying every day. Every day I wake up and I wash my face, which is like an accomplishment. And I make sure I make the bed, which are like big deals, you know, to me. I know they may not be a big deal to anyone else, but those little things really do seem to make a difference. And I'm trying day by day to get it together. And I just hope that I can. I'm not sure. I'm just deciding to make these videos just as a way of documenting my experience. And I just really, I want to be able to like look back and show my kids and tell my kids how it happened, and in the rawest, truest form. I want to be able to, you know, maybe one day I may have a daughter-in-law who wants my opinion. You know, it could be any of those things. And I just want to be able to document this experience at this point. And remember that this does not last always. You know, with my first son, I felt like I struggled for a while. I don't feel like I really like had fully gotten over postpartum, and then I had another baby, and I feel like it just kind of like piled on. And you know, my first son was a very calm, chill baby, and this little Mr. Blazy is not as calm. He's a good baby. He's just not as calm, which can kind of be overwhelming at times, but he's still such a good baby. You know, he's just not as calm, and it just takes a little bit more. You know, with me struggling with my own postpartum, sometimes it does. You know, it is. Uh-oh, he's still sick. With me struggling with my own postpartum, it does kind of take a toll, and it takes me a little bit longer to kind of get it together and get it moving during the day. I mean, even yesterday, I went and I picked up my oldest son from daycare, and I took this baby, and we made 2 trips. We went to Costco, and we went to return an item, and I did it with the both of them, and I was so proud of myself. I know it sounds crazy, but I was proud of myself for even attempting something like that, because even at home, you know, I don't ever have them, I don't ever watch them together, because I do get overwhelmed. So I make sure like my husband is here to take the other one and to help me, or one has to be asleep for me to keep the both of them, because they can become both overwhelming. You know, with a 16-month-old, he has no idea that this is a baby. You know, he knows it's a baby, but he doesn't understand what it takes to take care of this baby. He doesn't realize, like, he can't crawl all over me. He doesn't realize that this baby needs space, and, you know, you have to be gentle. It's hard, and, you know, I'm just trying my best, but I am really proud of myself for getting up and getting out yesterday. It was an accomplishment, and I'm so proud. And today I'm gonna wash my hair, and I'm going to put a little makeup on, and I'm gonna try it all over again today. And let's hope it works out. And if I fail, it's okay. And if I don't fail, that's even better. But it's all okay. Right? Right, buddy? Well, that's it for yeah. Well, that's it for today. And we'll do it again tomorrow, right?